Do I look fat? Do I look huge and ripped?
It's recording.
Yes, it is recording. I'm going to edit it all out.
No editing allowed. Okay.
She's going to go unannoyed. Sorry.
Is this thing on? No. Okay. Hi.
Up.
It's fine. It's fine.
You shouldn't have asked me to stand there because I'm like on my tippy toes and I'm about to slip.
Okay, well, we'll edit the whole beginning out. Now, starting.
No.
No. Yeah, well, you got a little temper tantrum.
Yes. What? 5 seconds ago you're saying we're the size of a nickel in a blender. And now we're saving lives? What?
Okay.
Okay, and 5, 4, 3.
Hi, I'm Tracy
Wait,
Meredith.
start over because I'm fucking laughing. Jack.
Hi, I'm Tracy Meredith, and I'm from Chicago. I am a realtor with Ask Nagel Realty, and I also have a background in construction. I worked for a lumber company for about 15 years, and I've dabbled in home construction.
I'm Bernie Muick. I'm in financial sales. I've lived in Chicago for about 20 years. I'm a Midwest guy. I went to school in New York. And Tracy and I have been going to Wisconsin on summers now and then, and in the winter a few times, and we fell in love with it. So.
Okay, so, oh, I can't do the ums. Okay. We are purchasing a house in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. It is about 2.5 hours north of Chicago, an hour north of Milwaukee. We've been going up there for about 10 years, and it's a really cute little...
I just said that we've been up there for 10 years.
It's a really cute little quaint town. There's not even a stoplight in the town. Literally, the village is about 6 square blocks. Would you say 6 square blocks?
If that. So it's a great getaway from downtown hustle and bustle and the busy life here. You go up there, it's very quaint, like Norman Rockwell little painting town. It's great.
So we stumbled across a single family that went on the market in the fall, and we looked at it in December when we were going up for Christmas weekend. We go every year in the first weekend of December. There's a German Christmas market that's super fun. Santa's there. There's a hayride through town where people sing Christmas carols and drink hot cocoa. It's very Americana. And we decided to take a look at the house. It's a 100+ year Victorian farmhouse is what I would say the style is. Current state, it needs some renovations. It's very...
It's in need of some tender, loving care, let's just say that. So we've had our eye on the market over the last decade that we've never really seriously considered purchasing. We've always kind of looked casually. This was a great opportunity. Some of the things that we were looking for over this course of the years was we wanted to be near the water. I personally didn't want a whole lot of maintenance, and I kind of wanted turnkey and to be able to take advantage of some of the rental markets up there. This house seems like it needs a little bit of work, and it's a little bit further of a time frame in terms of us just closing and then getting in and then being able to rent it out immediately. So Tracy has some pretty grandiose plans, and hopefully we can land on some similar decisions along the way. I think I'm going to have to defer to her a lot on the decision process, which will be difficult for me because I'm often driving a lot of decisions myself, so we'll see how that goes.
I also would prefer to work with somebody who just kind of is a yes man, and Bernie is not. He has a lot of opinions about how he wants things. So I don't have that, whatever you want, dear, that's fine with me, husband.
Well,
So, okay. The style of our house that we live in Chicago is more of like an urban Victorian. It really is built in 1991 and doesn't have a whole lot of character. So for me, the thought of like a farmhouse, something older with a lot of character is really appealing. I envision open shelves in the kitchen with retro GE artistry appliances and a big farm table, like a farmhouse sink. I
envision a lot of work. So I think like any project, it's gonna take twice as long and cost twice the amount. So if we can get into something that is a little more expensive, but requires less work, I think that's where I was leaning to, but we'll see.
Yes, but the farm style is easy to do on like a limited budget, because you can have it be a little more rustic.
No, I think it's a great spot. I mean, I'll be able to keep a boat, like I row crew, so I'll possibly be able to use the garage to keep my shell in. So those things are great. Those are the advantages you have in a house versus the condo unit, which won't have any storage like that. We'd have to rent a garage and stuff. So I see the advantages and disadvantages. I'm just very fearful of all the work that's around the corner that we don't realize.
The challenge is that it's 2.5 hours outside of Chicago. So to see a project like this being in Chicago is going to be a little bit of a challenge for me.
And Tracy's got all these connections with all these tradesmen, but they're all in Chicago. So we're buying a house in Wisconsin, we live in Chicago, so I'm not sure how we're gonna pull this off. The guy that helped us up there has been pretty good in offering guidance and some contacts up there, but you never know what you're gonna get until you kind of meet these people, which we haven't yet. You don't know their quality of work, so this could be an interesting project.
Also, I need to have like trades that can keep me on task. I tend to get a little bit off task and easily
A very
sidetracked.
short attention span sometimes, so we both tend to be kind of on to the next quickly, and that could be a problem when we need to really finish this stuff out. So we'll, I think we're up for the challenge, but I don't know.
What else do we want to talk about?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, what do you envision as far as like your style?
Well, we
for-
should also mention that we have a 9-year-old son who's in the background here helping us direct a bit, and he's giggling at us, which is fair enough because we're probably looking pretty silly.
Come here and say hi, Jack.
But I envision more of a modern, streamlined kind of style, which opposes the whole farmhouse kind of thing. We have a bit of a modern take on the home here in Chicago, and I wouldn't mind replicating that up there to keep things simple. But when you get farmhouse, you think Victorian, all this trim and detail. And we have Sammy here.
So the other thought for me in having a single family was that we just adopted a dog this the end of the summer, Sammy the Wonder Dog, and the condos don't allow you to bring your pets, and I want to spend more time up there, and this way we don't have to board them every time we come up to Wisconsin.
Right, there's a super added expense in Chicago here when you're boarding a dog. It adds up over every weekend up there if you're going, and you know, with the home it'll be easier to manage the dog situation, and he'll have he'll be able to run around and stuff, and Jack will have fun with him in the yard. But so we'll see.
What other reasoning do we have for? In Chicago, we live in Wicker Park, which is about 3 miles outside of downtown, and we have bicycles and things, but city riding is not.
Yes, I'm an avid cyclist, so I can go. You ride along the lakeshore here. You go very far north, and you turn around. It's a nice, like 40-50 mile trip. Up in Wisconsin, there's a lot of rolling hills and stuff, so I'm also super excited about maybe storing a couple bikes up there and having that in my garage, but then again, that is contrary to my whole kind of turnkey condo vision. And all the condos up there tend to be more of that kind of more modern style where it's just simple stainless steel kitchens, granites, where I think Tracy's envisioning sort of a white farm kitchen house, or a farm kitchen, stuff like that, so. I don't know.
I mean, where else can you use retro appliances if not in a
A farmhouse for sure.
100-year-old farmhouse? Seriously. And the thought of Jack sort of being able to go up there in the summer, he knows his way around the town already, and just to be able to take his bike out and ride his bike to the ice cream shop. Things to love about Wisconsin: there are 3 ice cream parlors in Elkhart Lake within a 2-block radius.
It's good stuff. Awesome ice cream. So here in Chicago, Jack doesn't really have the opportunity to just kind of ride his bike and disappear for a half hour, whatever. Up there, it's such a quaint town. There's no risk. Everyone really, it's a kid-friendly town, and there's always kids pedaling or petting around and pedaling around. So I look forward to having Jack just say, "Hey, see you, take your bike out," which I can't really do here in the city because this is true city living. It's an urban environment. You just have to be careful with kids. Up there, it's like a little. So quaint. Everyone is much more relaxed when it comes to children running around. So,
Okay, we, thank you.
so I don't know, I think that covers it. I don't know if we hit our 5 minutes, but we're probably close. Jack, want to do the honors and turn that thing off? All right, well, thank you for your time and consideration in this project, and we hope we can participate in it, so thank you.